Viper Auto Valet. Just wanted to do another van step inside, really to show you how things have moved on since I did the last video. As I said at the time, had the van fitted out by Anglia Vehicle Linings just outside Clacton, and they've done a great job, and what they've done and the ideas that I had and what I wanted have really worked very well, and they continue to do so. But since I've had all this done, I've actually grown the amount of products that I carry, polishing pads that I carry, compounds and polishes that I carry, and various other products that I didn't have when I first set this van up. You know, that's just progression. Machine polishes or polishers, they've grown. I've taken on a few more of those, bought a few more of those recently. I've got pads and compounds on order, which should be with me hopefully tomorrow, Tuesday. Probably got another 100 pads or more, and I'm just running out of room for them, really, to be honest. And no matter where I move stuff within the van, it's just not giving me enough room. So I'm now fed up with moving stuff, trying to find space for it when really it's not here. So it's the van, I think I said at the start of this little video, is going to go back to Anglia Vehicle Linings just outside Clacton. And they're going to do some more work on the van for me. Let me just take you around to the side door. Just to try and give me a bit more room in terms of organisation. Like I said, I've just taken on more products, tools to do the job. It's just a natural progression. The steam cleaner here for doing interiors and various other things, but mostly interiors. That's just sat on the floor in what is a bread basket, so it sort of sits in there quite neat, but not neat enough for me. The bread basket is in here as a permanent feature now. I use that on mobile jobs when I'm doing overmats in cars, whether or not I'm pressure washing them, wet and drying them. It just keeps them off the ground, so it keeps them cleaner, gives me less work to do. Got here a paper towel dispenser, because I've got a paper towel in here, but again, it's just got messy, slightly untidy, and this little cubby hole that you can see here is just full of bits and pieces, so much so that I can't remember all the bits and pieces that are in there. So you know, that's not sitting well with me. I've got ideas for moving all of that and changing that and making a bit more space in here by utilising the space in here that was originally designed for various products. Now move stuff around, going to make more room, more cubby holes, just make it a bit tidier. I've got 4 litres of water here, which is deionised water for the steam cleaner. I decided that I bought that new, and I wanted to, because it doesn't use a lot of water, I wanted to keep it as clean and scale free inside as I possibly could. So I decided that I would buy the water to put in it. The paper towel dispenser is going to go here, so the dustpan and brush is going to get moved. But really what I do with Anglia Vehicle Linings is I have in my head, and I've written down some notes about what I want where and how I want it to work. But the guy that I work with down there, we sort of get in the van and we both talk about what's needed. So it's more of a fit and function. So, you know, we work together closely on that, and I know what I want to go where, and it just works out quite well. So this here is really wasted space. This was originally where my gazebo went, but I don't carry that with me anymore because I have a detailing barn. So long jobs where you might need to be undercover, I can do that at proper premises, and if the weather is really not good, then I can postpone the job or offer the customer to bring it to the barn. So this is going to be space that I'm going to utilise. It's quite a big area, really, to be honest. Let me get outside, might be able to show you better. This is space I'm going to utilise using shelving and obviously more timber structure to put the machine polishers on and machine polishing pads, maybe compounds. It depends what space I can get out of it once we start doing the fit and function. As I said, that kind of works really well. You can measure to your heart's content and have an idea in your mind, but until you actually start putting it together and screwing things down and making things, you're really not going to know properly until you actually try it. So a couple of other ideas I've got is the shelf that the George sits on. Great bit of kit. Is going to be lowered 6 or 7 inches or so, just exactly where it is, but just lower, so that would free up the top of the George, so there's no protrusion of the George over the top of this water tank. So that will give me another shelf. I'll either leave the attachments for the vacuum cleaner up there, or I'll relocate them. I'd like to leave them there because they're very handy, but it depends whether or not it interferes with the shelf. But like I said, that's, you know, a fit and function issue, so we'll see how that works. So there's other ideas that I've got, but really I'm going to leave it there just so that I can show you in the video that I do once I've made the changes, how it all worked out. Looking forward to it. I do like to keep my van really tidy and organised and everything in a place, and it was just becoming slightly cluttered and not as functional as it originally was, which is no fault of how it all is. It's just a progression, you know, buying more product and making changes and more tools to do the job. The van just wasn't working quite as well, so I needed to make some changes, and there's a cost to that, but I just think it'll be money well spent. So there we go. Viper Auto Valet. Van step inside. More videos to come.